Hello to all. In last video lecture we see the frequency modulation and the modulation equation, and also we see the narrowband frequency modulation and wideband frequency modulation. In today's video lecture we see the pre-emphasis circuit and de-emphasis. What is mean by pre-emphasis and what is mean by de-emphasis. Firstly we see the pre-emphasis. In pre-emphasis, if the frequency increases, then amplitude decreases. Due to this, signal decreases, hence decreasing the signal to noise ratio SNR. Therefore, the high frequency component which have a low signal to noise ratio are boosted or emphasized prior to the transmission of the signal. This is done by using a pre-emphasis circuit and is used at the transmitting end just before the modulation takes place. This is the type of pre-emphasis and de-emphasis. Now, since the relative signal to noise ratio SNR for various frequency components has been disturbed, then those frequency components which were initially boosted or emphasized are now brought down to the same level to keep the same quality of the signal. This is done by using a de-emphasis circuit and is used at the receiving end. Now, in last video lecture we only see the narrowband frequency modulation. Now we see in this video lecture generation of narrowband frequency modulation. In narrowband frequency modulation, we firstly see the modulator. Modulator consists of integrator, then DSB modulator. Output of DSB modulator is given to the NBFM. The output of NBFM is given to the sine wave of NBFM modulator, and after that we see the DSB modulator, double-sided baseband modulator. In S of t, input is given to the integrator, output of integrator is given to the DSB modulator. In DSB modulator, output is A phi of t sine omega t. The output of DSB modulator is given to the adder circuit, that is output we obtain as a NBFM, that is called as a narrowband frequency modulator. The generation after that narrowband frequency modulator, we use the generation of wideband frequency modulator. In wideband frequency modulator, there are two basic methods for generating FM signals known as direct and indirect methods. The direct methods makes the use of a device called a voltage control oscillator, also called as a VCO, whose oscillation frequency depends linearly on the modulation voltage. The generation of wideband frequency modulation is input S of t is given to the voltage control oscillator, and the output of voltage control oscillator is given to the A cos of omega t plus phi of t. The wideband frequency modulator is as shown in diagram. The generation of wideband frequency modulation is by Vector method. Circuit diagram of varactor diode modulator is oscillated tuned circuit. Input is given to the inductor L and C. LC circuit. The output of LC is given to the capacitor. The capacitor, after that the RFC radio frequency coil. The output of CC is diode, varactor diode. The RFC is also connected to the CD RF. After that output is AF transformer, that is the transformer winding as shown in figure. The output of modulating is AF voltage, modulating AF voltage. How this circuit diagram works. This is the varactor diode modulator, and after that we see the indirect method of wideband frequency modulator is Armstrong method. In this method, indirect method of wideband frequency modulation, we use a crystal oscillator. Output of crystal oscillator is given to the buffer. The output of buffer is given to the combining network. The output of combining network is given to the first group of multipliers. The output of first group of multiplier is given to the mixer. The output of mixer is given to the second group of multiplier, and last is class C power amplifier. Firstly, the crystal oscillator carrier only, the crystal oscillator only passes a carrier signal to the buffer. After that, the buffer buffers the oscillating frequency and buffering. Combining network output is FM wave, and the FC carrier frequency is low and modulating frequency FM, which will be combined at combining network at a output is medium of FC modulating frequency and medium is carrier frequency. The mixer output is given to is low FC and modulating frequency. The output is given to the output of mixer is given to the second group of multiplier. Then the output of second group multiplier is a high carrier frequency and modulating frequency. The second group of multiplier output is high carrier frequency and modulating frequency. Then output of class C amplifier is a high carrier frequency and modulating frequency. This is the working of indirect Armstrong method. Thank you.